Hello, I'm the creator of a wonderful game. Okay, it's called 80 Wars Christian Mythology Designable Artist Card Game. I did the artwork on the whole thing. Like, I recorded a video and forgot what name to mention on the check. Write the name Michael, Michael, Dean, Dean, Berry, Berry, in care of Autumn Fiore, 5119. Or no, sorry. Autumn Fiore and Carrie her, um, Michael Deanberry, me. On the memo, you're going to write your email address because that's when I'm going to send you the rules to the game. Okay, I got the rules, the comprehensive book saved, and it's really easy to play. Like the rules are straightforward to the point. You'll like the game. Trust me. If you love Magic the Gathering, you will love this game. If you like Yu-Gi-Oh, you'll be amazed with this game. If you like Pokemon, has an aspect of that too called turn events, where they're free to play, but you got to exhaust every character. You got to have at least one character, exhaust that character, play the turn event. Okay, really simple to play. Anyways, beginning, you draw 4 cards. You can only play Holy or Unholy Alliance. Playing Holy Alliance, it's turn events, riddles, characters. Unholy Alliance, sins, riddles, characters. The first to resolve 15 characters on their side of the board first wins, bartering and trading with the opponent's characters. Whoever has the lowest total in the barter trade, amongst all their characters added up, whoever has the lowest total takes control of all the opponent's characters. Okay? So barter back and forth straight till somebody gets 15 characters. Okay? It starts out, you turn everything sideways, character-wise, on the beginning of every turn. That means they're active. You can turn them all right side up to play a turn event. Bink. Okay? Characters can go into barter trade even if they're exhausted. So you can play a turn event and then exhaust them all and then go into barter trade. Okay? Anyways, the game starts out 4 cards in hand. You draw 2 cards a turn. Okay? That's the first step. Then you go into your repentance. Like if a card says, during your turn, do this ability, it happens during your repentance phase. Okay, then it goes into a knowledge phase where you draw the where you or no, I'm sorry, it goes into the first main phase where you drop 3 ties and you play your characters or you play your riddles or your sins. Sins and turn events can be played at any time during the game, but riddles and characters have to be played during the main phase only. And there's only one main phase, and then it goes into barter trade. Then it goes into the opponent's turn. You just follow those steps in a row. Okay, there's numbers. The character, the triangle at the bottom, that's how many face down cards, your resources, and you're allowed to play 3 a turn face down. That's how many resources it takes to burn those resources, put them in the discard pile face up to play that character. The banish zone, burn zone, same pile. It is the burn zone. The banish zone, banish basically means they get banished and then they go to the burn pile. And really simple to play. So the check can be mailed to 9330 59th Avenue, Southwest, Lakewood, Washington, 98499, in care of Autumn Fiore, under the name Michael Dean Berry. At the bottom, you're going to give your email address, so that way, when I cash the check, I can jot it down, here's the email address, and I can send you a copy of the rules. They're 8.5 by 11, and it's 11 pages long, the rule book, 8.5 by 11. Okay, that's how simple the game is. It's pretty straightforward at this point. Riddle cards, and I'll show you the card types. I'll show you what they are. Okay, this is sin. It's clearly identified by red. This number right there in the... Okay, that's how many ties you play. That costs 0. And it reverses any turn event. Oh my god, it's a counterspell for free. If you relate it to Magic the Gathering. Okay, here's something that costs 7. This is character. Okay, it says character right there it produces 21 towards the barter trade, so it's not that great of a card to use. Cost 7, and ties, so you gotta burn 7 ties, so it doesn't come into play before turn 3. When it's put into the land, in other words, when you play it, everything coming into land is turned sideways. Burn all the opponent's characters in their land. Present all characters from all burn piles into your land. Okay, so it's an auto win. Like you got 3 characters in your burn pile. They've got 5 characters in play and 3 in their burn pile. That's 11, and you got 4 characters in play. You play entity and bink, and you win. Okay, it's like an auto win card. Okay, then you got turn events like Faith in God that reshuffle all of your burn pile back into your Book of Life. So it gives you a factory reset on your whole entire deck. It's good against cards like the Succubus combo that when you hit it with Name No Enforcer and Jacob the Imbanishable, it just keeps coming back into Chain Guns and it burns out your whole entire deck, like in the single swoop. Okay? Then we have last card, which is a Riddle. It costs 15, so it's not going to be played before turn 5, and that's if you're playing 3 resources every turn. If you resolve 3 of these and you meet the conditions requirement, you win the game. If you draw 10 or more character cards in a single turn, you solve this riddle. Okay? It's pretty... if you got the right setup, it's pretty powerful. But you got to be able to draw and draw and draw. Okay, so it's really hard to resolve. Okay? This bastard is worth about 35 bucks. Because it's a unique original artwork. I did the artwork on it myself. And you're lucky to get one of these out of your 5 boxes that you buy. Okay? Along with that, I will be selling those cards and the other full art cards on websites, or if you want to request Celestial Dragons, that one called. The other one, it just on the check, right? Celestial Dragons. Okay? And like the memo. Okay? And then above the memo, write your email address. I'll gladly ship you the rules through digital copy. That way you can keep printing them out, and you can share them with your friends, whatever. As long as you're not producing cards, I don't care if you print out thousands of rules, as long as you're not producing the card. There is a staying copyright on it. I've got a copyright infringement attorney already working on the case. So if you get caught producing my cards, he's working on the case right now, and he's going to sue everybody for everything that they got that stole the game. Okay, he's working on how many people are stealing it, and he's doing the research, and it's worth multi-trillions of dollars with as many lawsuits as I got going. The main one, I get to sue the website Steam. Okay, that's trillions of dollars right there because they infringe upon AD Wars. I get to sue a board game called AD Wars because they created that board game after created my card game, which entitled copyright infringement because they named it the same exact thing. Doesn't matter. They took the concept name. AD stands for After Death Wars. That's what happened after Jesus died, and it created wars. That's why I call the game AD Wars. It's not a hack/slash system, no, it's a barter trade system. Okay, so it's pretty interactive, it's pretty fun. You and your opponent will be dueling out a sin versus turn event all day long. Some of these sins, like Curse Humanity, bam, your opponent just threw 3 cards. Look, check this out, motherfucker, burn 3 resources. And we're each going to discard 3 cards. I understand you just threw 2, but now we're discarding 3, and we're taking the top 3 cards off of our deck and putting them into our purple. Oh, that's cute. You got 3 characters, I got 3 characters, and I got Entity of the Dead. Okay, right there. I got 7 characters resolved. Oh, you're going to resolve 3 more characters in a single turn. Bing! Entity of the Dead, and I now have 10 characters on my board. Including Jacob the Imbanishable, Name No Enforcer, and, go to Lil. The Succubus was in that mesh. So for 7, you just gain 10 characters. But if it goes to barter trade, you'll lose your ass because it's 21. It produces 21 entities. So they're going to gain control of all your characters right back. And it goes back and forth like that throughout the entire game. Until somebody's able to successfully have 15 characters at any point, it's instant speed, they win the game. Second that the 15 character goes on their board, game over. Okay? So then you think you're winning with the succubus combo with name, no enforcer, and Jacob, and they go, that's cute, I got one character. Bing! Faith in God replenished my burn pal with my deck. Oh, shit. Burn. Oh, damn, I can only burn one character. I can only million one. Okay, my turn. Draw two. Oh, check this out. Two more characters, and I'm a Barters right now. I'm going to get control of your characters, all of them, including the succubus, name, no enforcer, and Jacob the Unmanageable. Go ahead, play a character. I can see you try. Because that character burns, since they do, and it keeps them on, like, lockdown. Cards like Entity of the Dead stop that shit because it burns everything right there. They have to second in the right order in order for everything to stay in play. Okay? Second in the wrong order, opponent gains control of everything. Even if they stack it in the right order, but they announce it wrong, the opponent gains control of every character and burn piles, the land, and on their side. And the opponent's side. Like, it could be like the 8 characters in play between the two players have 5 characters in the discard pile. They go Entity of the Dead as the 14th character, and they got like a name no enforcer that costs 0, that produces 0, and they dump it. Dink, I win. Stuff like that. So the game is really highly interactive. If you want a good game that's really simple to play, like simple like cribbage that has a little bit of thought process to it, AD Wars is right up your alley. If you like cribbage, you'll love AD Wars. Okay? Rules are simplistic. Cards tell you very specifically what to do. If you're leaking a card, it means you're either revealing, looking at, or you're drawing. Just got to use logic and reason with the word leak. Okay? If it says leak the top 8 cards, obviously you're not drawing the top 8. There's a card that says leak 8 cards, then rearrange them in order, and then leak the top 3 cards of your deck. That means you look at the top 8, you rearrange them, and draw 3 out the top. That's what that means. You got to use logic and reason with this card game. The only thing that you really need at the table is a Holy Bible. That's the that's the core rulebook with the Holy Bible, because it expresses, and like you'll read it. Okay, so your opponent will debate you like, this was the mark of the beast, and you're like, no, this was actually the Garden of Eden. Look at where it says it, and look at how this correlates with this card. But you're claiming it correlates with this. No, you stacked it wrong. Here's how I did it. Look at the Holy Bible. Here it is, right here, Matthew chapter 6 verses, or Matthew chapter 7 verses 1. It says, why look at your brother with a speck in his eye when you got a log in your own? Right there, it specified how the Jacob the Unmanageable, name no enforcer, and the succubus works. You're looking at me and doing all this stuff, and you got a big log in your eye, meaning you're playing this card out of place. Okay? Then it debates it back and forth on a religious debate. That's how that game's supposed to be played. It's supposed to be played with the Holy Bible on both sides. The Holy Bible is the judge. Okay? That's how you judge the game. You debate it back and forth until one player goes, you win. I don't care. Just resolve it. There is no foul language at the table. There is no lewd or rude conduct. And there is no nudity or inappropriate artwork allowed on the cards. Period. You're going to make them Christian. You're going to make them clean. You're going to draw the artwork. I want no nudity on any of the cards whatsoever. No lewd conduct on any of the cards whatsoever. Don't be drawing 666 on the cards, okay? Scaring the shit out of it. No, make it kind of like it looks like a sin, like cover with the shepherd. Okay, and draw it. It has a shepherd, and it has somebody praying to it, and it's got the sun in the sky. And they're worshiping the wrong thing. They're worshiping the shepherd they're coveting a shepherd instead of looking to the sun for God. Okay. Now, the next set is going to be amazing, because it's going to include locations. Like, it's going to include America as a card. And you know what America does? Whenever a demon enters the play, burn your whole entire field. Okay? Egypt, another card, location, will put every character that got burned that turn back into play. Israel, fetch 5 characters out of your deck, put them into play for the cost of 7. 5 characters. And then you're going to burn a character you control. Okay? It's going to have India as a location. And that's going to allow you to fetch out any sync card or turn event according to your deck structure. It's going to be like the neutral. It's going to be like the neutral card, like Riddle, but it's going to have a static ability. Like once you play Egypt, like none of your shit will be burned. It'll all be put back into play. Like every time you go into barter trade, the opponent automatically loses because Egypt reduces all fucking characters barter trade down to 0. So every character that you play is 0 cost. You just dump your hand. Every time you play a character, you gotta you gotta take the top 10 cards off your deck and put them in the discard pile in the burn zone. Okay? You play a character, top 10 cards off your deck, free. Okay, that costs like 30, and you played it for free. It's got 0 cost. Got 0 barter trade. And they go into battle. They go into barter trade, and you just repeatedly gain control of all your opponent characters. Okay, it's going to name off Korea, North Korea. It's going to have Russia. It's going to have Ukraine. It's going to have Argentina, Afghanistan. It's going to have every country: Mexico, Venezuela, Colombia. I'm going to label like 300 fucking countries, and the next set's called location. Okay, so you have Omega, and then you have location, and then you have collector's edition. Okay, that way we're not biting off magically out any shit. They can say, oh yeah, but set legions, and we're all, it's all it's all creatures. I'm like pissed off. Ours are locations, and they don't have any. They're not characters. They're locations. It's a new environment. And location decks, you'll be able to run 52 locations in your deck, and some of those locations will say if you control 5 locations, if you control 10 locations, if you control 2 locations, you solve this, or you fetch 3 more locations. And then there's going to be one that says if you control 50 locations, you win the game. There's going to be locations that draw you cards and shit. So it's totally different than Legions. Legions doesn't draw cards. Legions doesn't draw a deck. It draws 1 card max, and you got to discard. You draw a card, discard a card. Okay, something like that. But our location set is like OP'd, but it has major drawbacks at the same time. Try it, 80 Wars. Okay, 12 packs to a box, 15 cards each in each pack. The cards range anywhere from 50 cents to $1 to 20, 30, 40, 50 bucks, depending on what you pull. If I miraculously sign 1-inch silver or gold Sharpie Marilyn Monroe, that card is worth fucking 350 bucks because Marilyn Monroe signed it. You know what I'm saying? And my name is technically copyrighted Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Bingo Monroe. But all I gotta do is sign it Marilyn Monroe. It's not copyright infringement. That copyright date on Marilyn Monroe's name dropped off like 30 years after she died. That was 20 years ago plus. Okay? So Marilyn Monroe was easy for me to access, and I got a copyright on basically. And I have a Direct Express card with the name Marilyn B. Monroe. So yes, I'm legally allowed to cite it Marilyn Monroe. And then you gotta fucking collect, and you can say, look, the model actress Marilyn Monroe signed those. You wanna buy it from me? Yeah, dude, I'll give you $500 for it right now. Cool, and it's worth $350. Here you go. Here's your $500. Cool. There's a chance you could get a $500 rare out of a $180 box. $175 box. The $180 was from how many cards come in the box. So you're net gaining $5 on every box minimum. Like you're probably net gaining $350 on a box that you paid $175 for. Like, this is a go fund yourself all the way around. I go fund myself. You guys go fund yourself. We're all working together as a team, and we're all getting paid. We're all getting big money. Then you're an artist on top of it, so you're making even bigger money. Submit some of your cards with your artwork, and I'm like, yeah, this is cool. Let's have every card that an artist did artwork, and let's call it the collector's edition. And you just send me your idea, and I'm like, excellent. Now we're getting these cards printed out. You got to save the file 2.625 by 3.625 and paint, and you got to load the card on there and make the exact same size and make sure 18 cards to a page. Like, that's the key. You got to twist it and turn it, and it's a little bit of bitch, but once you align it 18 cards on a page and you make it exactly 2.625 by 3.625 with the artwork that you drew, I'm happy to produce that for you and send you a play set of the cards, which would be 3 of the cards that you draw the artwork for, and you get them for free. And you just tell me, hey, and I'm willing to do it because everybody's willing to send me artwork for free, so I'm willing to help you out with cards. You know? And I get a really, really good price on 1,800 cards. So a couple bucks out of my pocket ain't nothing to me. Feel me? And then your artwork is on the card, so now you're able to sign other players' cards. You just sign it, bing, and you charge them $5 per signature. So you're actually making out like a bandit. Everybody's coming in, sign this card, and you're like, dude, okay, no more $5 bids. Now it's $15, $20 bids for my signature. And I'm like, oh, dude, come on, do it for 10. I can do it for 15. Yeah, it's a little steep, but here's $45 for signing 3 cards. And they got to place it, sign, bing. And they're able to place it on eBay or whatever, get it graded, and that becomes a $2,000 card from a $350 card to a $2,000 card or more, because your signature, Marilyn Monroe's signature on it, and yeah, the artist and the Marilyn Monroe, Michael D. Berry, signed on the card, and yeah, it's got 3 different signatures, so of course it's $2,000 if it's mint graded, minimum. See what I'm saying? Let's go fund each other. Let's work together to make a lot of fucking money. How's that sound? We all get paid. MIA prophesized. Guess what? She's right. We all get paid. If you think about it logically, we all get paid. 9330 59th Avenue, Southwest Lakewood, Washington, 98499. Under the care of Autumn Fiore, Michael D. Berry. So I want you to sign the check. Michael Dean Berry is how I want you to sign the check. MICHAEL space DEAN space BERRY. Okay? You're going to leave your address on that check where you want your card shipped to. And you're just going to write on a piece of paper, this is where you send it. And she gives me the envelope with the check in it. And right, do not open on the outside of the envelope. Don't give cash, send it in check. Do not give money order, send it in check. Where they have to show ID to cash it, because they've already been caught stealing mail. Okay? Now, once that happens, she's just passing me letters, and she don't know that I'm getting money. And I'm keeping proper logs. I'm keeping proper receipts. Your check is a stub that now is traceable by IRS and stuff like that. So I'm paying proper taxes. I'm getting my business license as soon as I get ahead. Reporting to Social Security, hey, I made $10,000. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm glad you reported it. You're only going to receive $683 instead of $714. I'm like, cool, thank you. I'll be like, yeah, you're cool. You're illegal. Yeah, nobody does that. Everybody rips us off. I'm like, dude, I obey all laws. So then once I got a track log of receipts, I have 30 days to report it to Social Security. As long as you keep funding me, dude, I'll keep sending you box after box after box. Who knows? You may send me 175 and then say, dude, I'd like to get an extra box, but I only got $50. Sure, just send me your $50. I'll send you half a box or 3/4 of the box. I get a full box for 50, but I can send you like half to 3/4 of the box. Because $225, that's worth it for me to send you a box and a half, box and 3/4. Okay? I'm gonna do that. And then you just made out like a bandit because you got fucking $350 in product for like $225. which are able to do your artwork and submit it back to me, and then I'm sending you more cards, okay? So it's like, go fund yourself. Like, we're all the way around. Artists, players, creators, artists, players. And then you decide, hey, I want to create a set and help this game out. So then you create, like, locations. You create, don't call them planeswalkers. Call them holy rulers, or call them, like, biblical figures if you're going to create a, but yeah, biblical figure if they're a planeswalker. Do not make it 3 abilities. Make it 1 ability that the player gains every fucking turn at the beginning of their repentance phase. That way it's copyright infringement free, and we can produce the thing. And then you're helping creation the process. So when I get paid, you're getting a royalty check from that set. Okay, the royalties are going to be like 5 to 10%, which is fair. That's more than fair. Not even artists get that much. They get like 4% to 6%. I'm getting 5 to 10%. Okay? Research it all. Anyways, you're helping me make big money. I'm proud giving you cards. During the tournaments, major prize payout, and then you're getting extended alternate arts and everything. So I need players to draw pictures of full-on artwork cards and send them to me, just the front. Because I already got the back saved. Okay? Oh, no, I don't. Sorry. Send me the card front. Copy the card on the back. You're only allowed to send to me. You're not allowed to reproduce. So then you copy the card through a scanner on the back. You put the exact same measurements with the exact same location and paint and freaking send that file to me. That will become an alternate art card with your signature on it. And then you're getting 3 copies of that. Okay? Sign it in gold or silver. Sign it in silver, Sharpie. A full art card. Make it really, really color. So let me show you what I'm looking for in artwork. Okay? I'm looking for this quality. To see how that card looks badass and it's very simplistic, I'm looking for stuff like that. It's so unique and original. And you all are drawing it because you're like, oh my god, these could be player rewards. Okay? Instead of doing the 80 words on the back, right? 80 collector's item. And leave it black with a Old English font. Say 80 Wars collector's edition. Okay? And then you got full art. I mean, we got 1,000 collector's edition cards, and I'm sending out 3,000 cards to everybody because those cards are manufactured. And then I got more than that in stock, so I'm making money, you're making money, we're all making money, and we're all happy. Okay, and then we're all millions ahead, and we can do whatever the fuck we want. Every country we want to buy. Oh my god, English and it's Christian and it's middle. This goes hand in hand with our, yeah, we're mysticism. This goes hand in, and everybody from foreign countries is buying our card game. All of a sudden you become part of my team. If you buy product and you do what I say, yeah, I'm not going to disappoint you as long as the money keeps rolling in. I'll constantly keep doing you more than right. Extra favors. Okay? Like, dude, I only have $160. Can you please just sell me a box? Yeah, just kick me down an extra 15 when you get it. And I'm that type of businesswoman. Like, I'm happy collecting 160 and shipping you a box. I might ship you an extra couple packs just for being honest. But don't come to me with millions and say, dude, I only have $400. I need 6 boxes. I'm going to tell you, dude, and you're making billions? And no. Just come to me and you're like, I'm on Social Security. Like, this can be researched. Here's my award letter. Okay, and you're sending me a copy of your award letter with your address blacked out, and it's got your name on there, and it matches with your check. Like, I will go, oh yeah, dude, I have Hartford disabled. Here you go. Dude, I'm so sorry you have these kind of challenges. There's a couple signed autographs. Okay? Added into it. Like the full extended art cards that are like between 30 and 50 bucks. I'll give you a couple. If you're really that disabled, yeah, I'll cook you up. I support the disabled. I support Christians. I support Satanists. I support Catholics. I support everything religion. Like, if you're willing to help me, I'm willing to help you. Like, let's work together. Thanks.